channel. If this is your first time visiting, I am Alan. This is Alan Reacts, my little corner of YouTube, where my sole joy is to either do a first reaction to a song when I don't know it, and if that's the case, I will say so. If I'm looking back and reviewing and taking part of my previous musical journey, because that's what this is about, backwards and forwards, then I'll tell you. This is Rory Gallagher's Nadine. The original artist I know, but never heard him sing it. I had a quick look and I've seen a couple of minutes of a performance with Keith Richards, which looked interesting, but I'm probably going to enjoy that on my own. Julie sent me this, so she sent me this in a link. Thanks, Julie. But the channel is, because it'll be high quality. When you guys send me stuff, it's high quality. Mr. Ganap, I don't know if he's still alive, guys. But yeah, if he is, go and check it out. At least go to the original Rory channel, give it the thumbs up, and give this guy the thumbs up. So here we've got a song from the 64. Yeah, Rory Gallagher's cover of Chuck Berry's Nadine. Here we go, guys. Looking forward to this, because what's not to look forward to?
This one you might like. This one's called Nadine. All right.
You know, when you look back, nostalgia can be rewarding from things you enjoyed. And I'm enjoying this now, but I just didn't know him and I didn't get to see him, and I was old enough to do it and I should have done. So it's kind of a little sad, really, knowing that in my era of growing up, 82, could have been going to see him. I was living in another country by 82, wearing a soldier's uniform. So yeah, I get a little bit sad. But then I get joyful because you guys sent me him on the channel, and I think this is my 10th or 11th reaction to Rory, and you've got so much material. But going to this performance itself, Chuck Berry would have done it definitely with a more of a, I mean, he is the godfather of rock, but I never got to see this man, the grandfather of the current guitarists, stage performers. In my opinion, he's right up there. They all equal each other. I'm not into who's the best, because I don't know. I can't do what they do. But I never got to see a 2000s version of him. So written in 64, after Chuck Berry released it in 64, after he'd spent some time detained at leisure. This reintroduced him, was back in the charts. I made the top 100, top 20, I think, in the US Billboard Hot 100. And it sort of reintroduced him, reinvigorated him. He came back with that style. But here you can hear Rory isn't doing, because Chuck Berry would have more been sort of more rhythm and blues with a rock orientation. This is definitely just blues rock, leaning into rock heavily. So you get that contrast. But he's still, that little leg stamp and the accents in the guitar, very Chuck Berry-ish. That's where he did it himself. I mean, we've all seen Back to the Future, right? So let's just enjoy it for a while, guys, because it's an 8-minute song.
Seat. Thought I saw my future battle walking up the street. Shouted to the driver, hey conductor, you must slow down, I think I'll see ya. Please let me have this passion.
So instantly, and I will pull it back, guys, because he's about to go into it. As I've got the lyrics, I always do, that's what I'm looking at. As I got on a city bus and found a vacant seat, I thought I saw my future bride walking up the street. Okay? I shouted to the driver, hey conductor, you must slow down. So conductor tells me it's definitely the UK. Well, no, you must have bus conductors. That's what the Americans must call them. I didn't know that. Apologies to my American friends. But it's the urgency in the sort of impulsiveness and it's desperate pursuit. Got to slow down, got to let me get to her. So let's pull it back, because it's Chuck Berry wrote stories as songs, and Rory Gallagher does it himself. We know they're all right that, but there's a very similar presentation of songwriting between a pair of them at certain times. But this is definitely apt for him to be doing that for me.
Saw my future bride walking up the street. Shouted to the driver, hey conductor, you must slow down. I think I see her. Please let me up this bus, lady. Honey, is that you? Yeah, baby. Honey, where are you? Seems like every time I catch a feeling, you're up to something new. I saw her from the corner when she turned and double back. Saw her walking toward coffee colored Cadillac, pushing through the traffic, trying to get to where she's at. Campaign shouting like a Southern diplomat. Lady, honey, is that you? Yeah, baby. Baby, where are you? Seems like every time I catch a picture, you want something new.
Oh, pure rock and roll. And I've said this before about Rory when he does it with Jerry McAvoy on the drums. And here he's got world-class horn players. And he does a little bit of lead going in, but then it's just on rhythm. And it's just all about them adding value to the song and his sort of his desire and demand to have the best stage performance. And it doesn't overshadow them. I know the cameraman goes there, but even on stage he doesn't. You can see he's not running up and down the stage. He's just saying, have a listen to this. And that's such a good thing.
Saw her from the corner when she turned and double back. Saw her walking towards a coffee colored Cadillac, pushing through the traffic, trying to get to where she's at. Campaign shouting like a Southern diplomat. Baby, honey, where are you? Yeah, baby. Honey, where are you? Seems like every time I catch up with you, you're out to something new. She moves around like a web of summer breeze. Go driver, catch a mommy breeze. Pushing through the traffic like a mountain cavalier. Lead out the taxi with.
We'll talk about the song at the end and when we're wrapping it up, guys. But thinking back, and I didn't pay enough credit to this, when Chuck Berry was released and he brought this out, this was literally 63, 64. I know we'd got Elvis in the mix, but this was a transformative period in rock and roll and music because Chuck Berry was leading the charge, and you were about to get the invasion of bands like the Rolling Stones, bands like the Beatles. Yeah, we're going to be on their way. And it was just that whole meeting from sort of 64 onwards. And yeah, Chuck Berry's the founder. I know he would have got his influence from elsewhere, guys, but you have to take your hat off. And here we've got some 18 years later, just a sorely missed, beautiful talent on stage, loving every second of it, because he would have been in and among, he would have known, he would have been there. I don't know if he ever performed with him. I don't know, guys, did he? But we'll come to the song.
Well, summer breeze, go and travel, catch a mommy breeze, pushing through the traffic like a mountain cavalier, leading out the Texas winter bus, try to make her hear. Honey, is that you? Baby, where are you? See my man, every time I catch a feeling, you're at the summer noon. Nadine, honey, is that you? Yeah, baby. Baby, where are you? See my man, every time I catch a feeling, you're at the summer noon.
See the horns there, guys? That was definitely a bus or a taxi. Let me hear that.
See like every time I catch a feeling, you're at the center.
Just adds to the lyrics and imagery of that sort of urban life at the time, and maybe somewhere like New York, because you've got lines, saw her getting in a yellow cab heading uptown, could be uptown New York, been there, caught a loaded taxi, paid him everybody else's tab, but he can't get to it. It's very elusive. Whether or not this song's about unfulfilled, the chase not being completed, if you like, or if it was just, he's telling himself a lie. I don't want to get to you, but I will, but it's great. There's your Chuck Berry. pure genius. That last minute and 10 seconds, he switches it to a mirror of a Dixie outro, hits you with a rock ending. But the song's just great. It's got some humour in it. And guys, let me know. I mean, have you ever had that Nadine scenario where you've seen someone and you want to find her? It's like the girl in red, I guess, you know, the mysterious girl. It's just such a great song. 8 minutes of pure, beautiful stage musicianship with Rory in his absolute heyday. Yeah. I mean, moving through the traffic like a mounted cavalier, leaning out of the taxi window, trying to make her hear. There's some humour in there. It's ridiculous. He's leaning out of a taxi, shouting at a bus. But it's also, you just can't get to her. So good. It's a symbolism of the elusive, chasing something in life that you can't quite get to. Do you stop the chase, guys? Do you stop chasing your dreams? I don't know. Love it. We know Barry's influence on Dylan and Springsteen and obviously these guys and all across the board. Loved it. Join in, guys. Do I need to do some Chuck Berry? Is there an appetite for that, guys? I have. But, you know, if you tell me, give me some songs and I'll go and look at them. Till next time, guys. Join in, subscribe, do whatever you choose. Can't make you. If I've earned it, I've earned it. Take care.